So far in this course, we've been talking about cognitive processes, how we perceive objects and remember events, how we learn and think, and how we use language. When psychology first separated itself from philosophy and began to develop as an independent empirical science, it focused on cognition because the philosophers of the 17th and 18th centuries, ever since Descartes, had focused their attention on the problems of knowledge, what the philosophers call epistemology. In the debate between the Cartesian rationalists, who thought that some knowledge was innate, and the British empiricists, who thought that all knowledge was acquired through experience, these early psychologists mostly took the side of the empiricists, and so they focused on the processes by which knowledge was acquired. First, sensory experience, and later, learning. But it was always clear that there was more to the mind than cognition. There was also emotion and motivation, what we feel and what we want. Psychologists didn't ignore these matters, but until recently, frankly, they've gotten relatively short shrift. First, because of the influence of philosophical epistemology in general, and British empiricism in particular, as well, frankly, as a holdover from the Cartesian view that emotion and motivation were part of the animal mind, and only cognition was uniquely human. Then, because of the behaviorist revolution, which held that scientific psychology should focus on behavior and not mental life, and the behavior of animals at least as much as the behavior of people, that led psychologists to abandon interest in cognition as well as emotion and motivation. The cognitive revolution in psychology redirected psychologists' attention to internal mental processes. But, as its name applies, the cognitive revolution focused attention on cognition, on perception, learning, memory, thinking, and language, rather than emotion or motivation. Lately, psychology has experienced a kind of affective revolution, a revival of scientific interest in human emotional life. And a further revolution, reviving interest in human motivation, appears on the horizon. So I'll take a couple of lectures to focus on these topics. If this were a year-long course instead of only just a semester, there would be a whole lot more that we could say.